When we started Hungry in Huntington Beach, our sole mission was to highlight local, mom and pop owned, community-based restaurants that have not only great food, but a really great story behind it as well. And here we are today in a little gem hidden just off of Beach Boulevard. You've probably driven by it 100 times without knowing it's here, but I'm super excited to introduce you to what could be your next favorite restaurant. I'm Mark Lima, your favorite real estate broker with Lima Real Estate Group. Let's come on in, meet the owners, hear their story, check out their food, and find out what they're all about. World famous Huntington Beach is a truly unique city filled with tons of great places to grab a bite to eat. We're here to help you find your next favorite spot. Welcome to Hungry in Huntington Beach. All right, we are inside and I'm sitting here with these two lovely ladies. Can you please introduce yourselves and let everyone know where we are?
All right, I am Brianne Clancy. I'm the executive chef and owner here at Heirloom, a Modern Farmhouse. And this is my mother.
I'm Leonora Clancy, I go by Leo, and very happy to be here.
Heirloom, a Modern Farmhouse, cool spot. How did it come to be? Tell us a little backstory.
This actually was kind of 30 years in the making, if you will. When she was a little kid, helped out in my kitchen. We have a big extended family. Holidays was always 30, 35 people in our house cooking. She'd help. People used to say, oh, you should open a restaurant. I'm like, nah, I'm good, but I'm not that good. She and her brother, you know, kids have magical thinking. And they're like, oh, Mom, we should open a restaurant. And I'm like, no. So it was kind of a running joke almost for about 30 years.
Sure.
After college, she decided to go to culinary school. My son's also in this business, is a GM at a big restaurant in town. And when the opportunity came up here, we dove in.
Okay, so we are here off of Beach Boulevard in what I consider to be kind of dead smack in the south-ish part of town. Huntington Beach, why Huntington Beach? Why this part of Huntington Beach? Maybe let us know how we got here.
Well, first and foremost, I'm born and raised here in Huntington. I'm a Moffett girl, a Sowers girl, and a Charger. And I've moved away many times, but you always come back home. This is home, and I love this place. I mean, my parents raised both myself and my brother in such an amazing town, and I couldn't ask for anything better.
And I spent all my years growing up here as well, long before it was built out like it is now. So very near and dear to our heart, it's hometown.
If you had to describe kind of the vibe of Heirloom, if someone was kind of picking my brain saying, well, what's it all about? How would you describe it?
The vibe here is very like cozy, kind of like rustic chic, if you will, and just great music, great ambiance, great conversations, obviously great wine, great food, and you know, that's what we're going for.
It's a place for people to come and feel comfortable. You know, people come in here and it doesn't matter where they are, they wind up making friends with other people here. It's like being in our home, which is actually what we tried to create this spot to be.
I saw you guys are like a farm to table type of restaurant, much more than like a chain type menu, very well curated and thought out. So maybe can you let us know from a food perspective what we can expect and what the backstory is here at Heirloom?
Yes, so what I wanted to provide here was something different and new for Huntington. Not one specific cuisine driven, if you will, more or less what's seasonal, what I can source local. And I was trained under a Parisian chef, and you'll see French dishes, but then you'll also see Italian, you'll see stuff that we just create. Everything's made from scratch here. We pride ourselves on that as well.
On our beer taps, we carry 2 local family-owned breweries for the beers on tap. We try to keep it local as much as possible and try to support other small mom and pop type businesses like us within our city.
Let me ask you, what's your favorite dish on the menu?
That's like choosing your favorite child.
Yeah.
Our scallop provençal dish is one of my favorites. So it's pan-seared scallops on a bed of leek risotto with a tarragon cream sauce and caponata. It's quite delicious.
And how about you? What's your favorite?
Our French onion soup is like no other. People come in and they say, oh, I'm an aficionado, you know, and I know French onion. They go out of here going, oh my God, it's the best French onion I've ever had. Everything is from scratch, obviously, even our stock. A lot of restaurants will use, you know, some kind of packaged stock, even though there's a lot of fresh ingredients and it tastes good. We buy the bones, we have them cut properly. She does everything scratch. bone marrow even goes into it, and it's just, you can tell the difference. You can taste the difference.
Well, I'm a French onion guy, and we're like a cult, so we definitely are always on a never-ending search for the perfect French onion soup, so I'll have to check that out.
What we're preparing for you now is our hand-seared bone-in pork chop, and we're gonna start off by seasoning it with salt and pepper on a nice hot saute pan, and we're gonna add the potatoes. You wanna season the potatoes as well. We're gonna let that sit there for a little bit and get some caramelization on that pork. And once we flip it, about after maybe 3 minutes, you're gonna wanna pop it into the oven and let that go for about another 8 minutes, and then you're gonna wanna check it. In the meantime, we're gonna take another saute pan and we're gonna add unsalted butter, followed with our Brussels sprouts. You wanna get some color out of that and some caramelization. Next, we'll add the pancetta to get a little bit of crispiness to it, so that needs a little extra time to cook, so let those two go together. Next, we'll add our leeks, followed by our apples. You're gonna wanna saute everything together. Be sure to season with salt and pepper. And then after that, you're gonna want to deglaze with the apple cider and next with the cream that we have mixed together. And then you're gonna wanna cook that liquid down. And by that time, your pork should be ready. So we're gonna take that out of the oven and we're gonna go ahead and start plating. We're gonna place the Brussels mixture at the bottom, and you wanna reserve a little bit to this side because we're gonna use that for garnish on top as well. And then we're gonna add a little butter to the pork, and we're gonna butter baste it to get all that lovely flavor from the bottom of the pan on there. And then we're gonna go ahead and place that on top of our Brussels sprout mixture, and then take the rest of that that's in the pan and put it on top. And then we're gonna add our crispy Brussels sprouts that we flash fry really quick, and then just a light drizzle of reduced balsamic on top. And there is our sauteed pork chop for you.
Mother-daughter team owning a restaurant sounds amazing on surface, but I'm sure there's some speed bumps along the way. What do you think's been the key to you guys, A, not killing each other, but B, building what I call a very successful and thriving local business?
I don't think most people realize how difficult it is owning and running a restaurant. It's not for the faint of heart. You know, you get a lot of pressure. It's like a steam cooker. You know, that pressure goes off.
Yep.
Next day we get up, it's like never happened. We're just fine, you know, so it's just normal, you know. Shoot, we probably did that when she was a teenager, so there you go.
What fills your love tank, for the sake of a better term, in terms of, you know, the day-to-day grind of a restaurant? Is it seeing the regulars, or is it like the look on their face? What do you think it is?
I always love watching when a guest, like, you know, especially people that come for the first time.
Yeah.
I love to watch them taste their first bite just to see the expression on their face. And I'm just like, yes, you know.
We both
It
love
just
that.
makes you so happy. It just like elates your heart. And then also, you know, at the same time, being able to work with my mom, my best friend, and regardless of what happens, you know, with the bickering and whatnot, but just everything combined here, from the time the guest puts their first step into the door to the time they leave, just creating that experience for them.
That little bit of bickering really is more about both of us being perfectionists in wanting everything perfect for our guests and making sure, you know, there'll be times asked about things, she's like, I already have that done. You don't need to ask me, you know, that
Well,
kind of thing.
as a guest, a consumer, I appreciate that. That's what you hope every business you frequent kind of strives for.
But we truly do love this because we love our guests. We have so many new family, if you will, since opening this restaurant. Sure. And I love it. We still all the time have new guests coming in. We have people come from LA now, South County. We've got people that live in Vegas, and every time they're in town,
You gotta stop in.
they come to the restaurant. So they're regulars every couple of months.
There you go.
You know, and I just love that. It just fills my heart and makes me happy. And she's grown up. We have a house full of people on a holiday, and
Right.
you have friends and family come in, and that warm feeling that you get.
Sure.
That's what's being recreated here, and our guests feel it, and we love it.
I know it's hard to predict the future, but if you close your eyes and think about where you'll be 5, 10 years down the road, do you see yourself kind of maintaining this one restaurant, or do you maybe see yourself with some other ventures down the road?
No, we definitely want a 2.0 for sure. Might not necessarily be the same concept. I have some other ideas, but very well could be another Heirloom, but we definitely want to, we're in for the the long haul.
Spread your fairy dust all along the land, right? So it's been a pleasure getting to know you lovely ladies and learning more about the backstory of Heirloom. Before we go, I'd like to give you guys the floor one last time. Maybe tell our viewers again where you're at, where they can find you online, and let them walk away with something.
So again, I'm Brianne Clancy. I'm the executive chef owner here at Heirloom, a Modern Farmhouse. We are located at 18344 Beach Boulevard, and our cross streets are Beach and Ellis, and we're on the north side of Ellis. You can find us on Instagram. It's all one word, all lowercase, Heirloom, a Modern Farmhouse. And on Facebook,
Heirloom, a Modern Farmhouse.
We're open Tuesday through Saturday currently. We open at 4 p.m. daily. During the week, we close at 9, and Friday, Saturday, we close at 10 p.m. So come and join us.
We'd only been open a little over a year when the COVID shutdown came, and we didn't think we'd make it. We have, because of our local community here in Huntington Beach and people now from outside the area coming in. We're extremely blessed and grateful, and we hope we'll see you soon.
All right, well, this is us signing out from Heirloom, a Modern Farmhouse, and we'll see you at the next restaurant. Take it easy.
Thank you.
Thank you.